Hello my gaming family and welcome to another video. Although it's not great at all in many aspects, when it comes to gaming, this year is full of interesting announcements. Balder Gaming is channel for all kinds of games, but if you ask me which genre is my favorite, the answer will definitely be the RPGs. I have been gamer for all my life, and now, beside all my obligations, the primary job, the family, by the way, I became father of a beautiful girl 4 months ago, and everything that comes with that, I still find time to play games almost every day and to make videos about them. As I mentioned, the role-playing games are my favorite, and in this video I want to talk about 5 upcoming RPGs that, in my opinion, you should not miss. But before we continue, I want to remind you that the best support this channel and I can get is that you smash those subscribe and bell buttons. It's free and it will take a moment of your time, but it will be really helpful. Also, I want to take a moment to mention the sponsors of today's video. DLCompare is probably the best gamers price comparison tool out there. This website will actually allow you to find the game you want to play at the best possible price. So, how it works? All you have to do is to go on their website, in search section, write the name of game you want and let their price comparison tool find you the best possible price on the internet. Yup, it's that simple guys. So, if you want to buy some games, my advice is to check DLCompare before you buy anything and see why they are the best at their job so far. Number 5. Bleak Fate Forsaken.
Every path eventually leads to a cold and perpetual solitude. Eventually, even that is exhausted.
Bleak Fate is an open-world survival horror action RPG developed by two really talented guys, Misha Vukcevic and Mirko Stanic. Back in 2019, the Kickstarter campaign was really successful and they gained over $30,000 for the development of this game. When it comes to the story, Bleak Fate takes us to Omnistructure, a universe, as they said, you never experienced before. You take a role of one of the Forsaken, the last frontier of humanity against the growing horrors of the Omnistructure. As you can obviously see, this game is heavily inspired by Dark Souls series, and as a lot of other Souls-like games, this one too have a dark and shady world filled with all kinds of challenging enemies, but you can't say it's a copy of Dark Souls, and the developers definitely doing their best to bring us a unique experience. Also, they mentioned something about smart AI system in which everyone beside the player will try to survive. This system should make every playthrough a unique and different experience. The release date of Bleak Fate Forsaken is still unknown and I hope it will come out by the end of this year. However, considering that only 2 guys stands behind this title, I don't mind if they take more time in order to deliver us something really good. Number 4. Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is an open-world action RPG, although some says it's an action-adventure game, developed by Pearl Abyss, creators of well-known Black Desert. Crimson Desert is set on the continent of Pywell, which you explore as Macduff, a mercenary who enlists the help of his old crew to reclaim their lost homeland. Although Macduff is a predetermined character, the developers promised some in-depth customization that can change his complete look. Note that Crimson Desert is not a Black Desert sequel. It was originally planned as a Black Desert prequel, but developers Pearl Abyss have since suggested that it is not especially connected to Black Desert and instead is its own standalone IP which shares some themes. The game looks absolutely amazing. The combat, world exploration, character and NPCs, everything we know so far looks really promising. Crimson Desert will include single-player campaign and the online as well. Although the developers mention it won't be an MMO, I guess it will have an online co-op mode which sounds amazing and will make players around the world really happy. The world is split on several beautiful zones and every zone will have its unique elements, creatures and monsters to fight. The release date is set for winter 2021, but that still remains to be seen. Number 3. Gothic Remake.
This is a story 1,000 times told. Although, I'm sure there's always room for one more.
Gothic Remake is, as the name says, a remake of the first installment from iconic Gothic trilogy developed by Piranha Bytes. Now, 20 years later, we'll have a chance to play this amazing game with complete new look. The story will take us back to beautiful Myrtana, which has been invaded by an implacable horde of orcs. When it comes to the story, the developer says next: King Robert II, in need of large quantity of magical ore in order to forge powerful weapons, operates the Corinis mines with all available prisoners. To prevent them from escaping, the monarch asks his best magicians to create a magical barrier. But something goes wrong. The magic gets out of control and a mutiny turns the mines into a wild territory now controlled by the most violent prisoners. The king is forced to negotiate with the new owners while the tension between the different factions of the mines increases. What no one expects is that the arrival of the unknown prisoner will change absolutely everything. With complete new look, modernized combat system that takes the basic premises of the original combat system to the modern age, and in role of the famous nameless hero, we will have a chance to explore the beautiful world of Gothic games once again. The developers of this remake, THQ Nordic, gave us a chance to see how it will look in playable teaser and opportunity to express our opinion over it in order to fix and change all the problems the players encounter in the game. That was a really good move, and I hope it will help them to deliver us something to remember. The release date is still unknown, and I hope the game will come out by the end of this year. Number 2. Exodus Rising. Exodus Rising is a story-driven action RPG set in the fantasy world of Leida. I need to thank my best friend Click4Gameplay for showing me this game. It looks really amazing and promising. The combination of realistic world and cartoony looking character and NPCs, this game definitely leaves a strong impression on first look. In Exodus Rising, you play as a mercenary hired by a Combined Order judge and his guardians to aid them in their journey into the depths of the Baratrum forest. The Exodus Rising possesses all the elements of a good RPG, character creation section, customizable gear and a lot of interesting weapons and abilities, plus to all that, the story sounds really interesting and promising as far as we know for now. Graphically, this game looks amazing, considering that the team that stands behind this title is an indie developer called Titan Rock. Beside the beautiful and realistic world, the things that got my attention are the combat and spells. The combat looks really smooth and the animations are really nice considering how small team stands behind them. Beside melee and ranged weapons, you'll be able to use magic, and the animation for spells you use are amazing. I really love when the game have good magic system like Gothic 3, Dragon's Dogma and Two Worlds 2, and if the developers make it right, the Exodus Rising can easily take a place next to them. The planned release date is 2021 and I hope we will have more information about this game soon. Number 1. Biomutant. The Biomutant is definitely my most anticipated game this year. If you follow my work, then you probably know I have been covering this game for some time, and in case you are new here, you can check all my Biomutant videos if you find this game interesting. So, the Biomutant is an open-world post-apocalyptic action RPG with some awesome kung fu elements. Since it was announced back in 2017, there has been complete silence until few months ago. Although we still don't have much information about this game, the facts we know makes this game highly anticipated. So, the story will take us to a really nice and colorful world destroyed by an oil flood. In the center of the world is Tree of Life, whose roots connect all the areas of the world. The character creation is a unique segment of this game because of the fact that your stats will actually affect your look. This segment is really brilliant and really unique. In Biomutant there will be 6 clans. 3 of them want to help recovering the world, while the 3 others look their own business. You as a player will have the opportunity to choose to join one of them and help them defeat all other clans, or to use them in order to save the world, or to ignore all of them and do things on your own. The combat in Biomutant looks really stunning. It may remind you on some hack and slash game, and it can be described as Devil May Cry looking combat system. Beside melee and ranged weapons, there are also abilities gained from mutations. Those abilities, combined with weapons of your choice and some awesome kung fu moves, will give you satisfaction in fast, super looking combat. The game also possesses crafting system which will allow you to craft various weapons from scraps that you find all around the world. If you want in-depth look in some segments of this game like world and exploration, combat and abilities or story and NPCs, you can check my previous Biomutant videos. I think it's clearly why is this one of my most anticipated games this year and why you must check it out. The team that stands behind this title is Experiment 101, a small Swedish studio made of 20 really talented people, and the publisher will be well-known THQ Nordic. The release date is May 25th this year, and if you're interested and you want to get the unique mercenary class in the game, you can pre-order game right now. And that will be it for this video, fam. I hope you enjoyed. A like would be super appreciated so this video can reach more people. If you find some game from this list especially interesting and want to hear more about it, let me know in comment section down below so I can make some in-depth video about it. One more time, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and if you want to help this channel in the long run, consider becoming a Patreon, if you like, of course. You can also find me on social networks, all the links are in the description. And as always, fam, until next time, see ya and stay cool.